Welcome to Storytime at the Roo Bus, a weekly podcast about Bonnaroo and other festivals. I'm your host, Sharla.
Hey everybody, it's Daniel, and I can tell you things are getting very close on our end because Charlotte and I just loaded a ton of totem supplies back there right before we started recording. What all do we have back there?
So far, we've got tents, canopies, chairs, hydration bags. We've got coolers. We've got tarps. We've got tent stakes. So many different things.
We were joking around. When Charlotte got home, a lot of that stuff had already been delivered. And she was asking me, what all do we have? And I'm like, there's some tarps, there's some of those bags, there's steaks. And you thought I meant like
steaks.
Like,
no.
You want yours medium rare?
No, I knew that it was tent steaks, but they were in like the weirdest little like flat boxes.
Yeah.
They didn't come in what you would think tent steaks would come in. So
it was a little weird.
Yeah.
Usually when I have bought those in the past, it's like a little baggie. You know, that one was just like a straight up box. It looked like giant batteries or something.
It looked like a box of Omaha steaks that you would get in the mail.
So that's why you thought it was steaks.
Yes, that's what I thought of when you said that.
That's what we got. We got freeze-dried steaks. We're going to cook them once we get to the farm. But no, seriously, thank you to our Patreons because that stuff is thanks to you. All of our monthly income from the Patreon has bought all that stuff. So come see what you have bought for our scholars for this year. We're going to have some piles ready for them once they arrive over there. We have some of them that are getting their stuff because they're driving in. We have like one scholar that's coming in from Knoxville, but then we have 3. Am I remembering that correctly? 3 flying in?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yes, thank you. There's so much to remember with all this. Mm-hmm. So that's why we have a bunch of piles for them once they get there. They won't have to worry about that. We have some people picking them up at the Nashville airport so they can hitchhike their way in. There's been a lot of logistical details making this whole thing happen. I'm ready to get it all behind us. And I mean that in a positive way. I want to get all of our logistical and clerical work done. So when we get there, it's like, okay, our work here is done. Now we can just enjoy this.
Exactly.
But I think we're getting pretty darn close.
I think we are.
Yeah. So couple of orders of business. This episode is going to be releasing at a weird time. This is going to be a short-ish weekend episode because we had that bonus episode with Maddie earlier this week. I wanted to make sure that we gave him his flowers and we were able to cover all of the stuff that's going to be happening in the group plaza. And I believe you all saw that. So that's what we're doing here today. And that's why this looks a little bit differently. Just giving you a look behind the scenes. We use Riverside. The What Podcast uses it as well. Taco recommended it to me years ago. So we're using that live here so we can pull up a couple of things. So what we want to do is look through the Outeroo schedule. But would you rather look through the Outeroo schedule first or some of these other announcements that they have been doing so far? Like there's been the deal about the Brewers tent. There's been the Superjam.
Let's do the other announcements first.
Okay. So first off, let's look at the Superjam. Or no, excuse me, we're looking at the Brewers tent right now. So this was announced just the other day, like 2 days before we recorded this, like Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever it was. So let's give you a little background on what this is going to be. Corey kind of soft announced this when he was on the podcast ways back, back in December when the lineup was out. I don't even remember at this point.
Remember.
Sometime late last year. Anyways.
Months ago.
So what they're going to do is the place where that tent was prior to it moving out there in the Whatfield is going to be the place for Bonnie Roo's Brews. That's a new name for something. Mm-hmm. I kind of like it.
Now, the Brewers tent, it's been called multiple different names over the years.
It has, yeah.
So this is a new name for it.
Yeah, so they do have featured beers from a lot of different places. I love that they are featuring, smaller regional places. Hey, you guys should get straight to L next time, hint, hint. But they have Zool as one of the presenting sponsors, I suppose you could call it, out of Knoxville, because that's just down the road for many of the brew people over in Knoxville. Go ahead.
I was going to point out they have Common John, which is the brewery locally in Manchester, Tennessee.
They have very good food too. You should go eat there.
Yes, Common John is amazing. If you're coming into Manchester early or if you're planning on leaving late, stop by Common John.
They got very good stuff. They
are truly amazing, and they're such awesome people also.
Now, something else they're going to be doing with this is kind of combining the sports bar concept that they've had, not only at Bonnaroo, but some stuff like they had at South Star when a lot of the same crew was over here. I have it on good authority. They are going to be showing a lot of the World Cup games. They're going to be showing baseball games. I have already gotten the request in for a Braves game on Saturday or Sunday because they're playing the Mets, FTM. Sorry to those of you that are fans. We got words at Bonnaroo. But it'll be a good time. I heard from Shayna that the Loophole meetup is going to be happening over there. She's been working very hard on that. I know that's been a big deal the past couple of years. So yes, that is going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to make a point to stop by over there. I understand they're also going to be doing late night movies potentially as well.
So it's not just all alcohol in there. There's also some non-alcoholic options. They do have athletic brewing in there, which is a non-alcoholic beer.
Now, next up, another thing that we didn't talk about very much so far was the Superjam, the Kesha Superjam. I'm a little excited about this. I am going to stop by for quite a bit of it. Did you take a look at the supporting acts that are going to be playing that?
I did.
Yeah.
I did.
So here's my question that I haven't been able to get answered. They have added Group Love. Group Love is advertised as playing at this Superjam. I half expected to see Group Love added on the Outeroo schedule, because why would you have a great band like that out for only like 2 songs at the Superjam?
That happens every year, Daniel.
Well, Group Love has like been around for a while. They're a great festival band. They have high energy. I feel like it's a little bit of a waste of their trip if they're only doing a couple of songs at the Superjam. I just love them a lot. I love that band.
Well, they may only be there, only be in town for, they may be doing something else.
That's very true. Maybe they have a Nashville show.
That's what I'm saying,
yeah. But Chromeo being at Bonnaroo, big surprise. I know there's a lot of people, very happy about that. But Rainbow Kitten, that's pretty cool to have them in on a Superjam. Are there any other names that stand out?
Yes, I'm very excited about Miss Margot Price.
Yes.
I love Margot Price.
You know what's wild about this is like the genres are all over the place.
I saw Margot Price at Bonnaroo. That was the first time I ever saw her.
Yeah.
And I can't even remember what year it was, but I remember nobody wanted to leave the camp because it was like peak sun. And I was the only person that left the camp and went into Outeroo all by myself. Yes,
you made it.
Nobody wanted to go.
I don't remember what I was doing or if I was even coherent at that point.
It was years ago.
Yeah. But yeah, looking forward to that. I think I am personally going to make a point to stop by for quite a bit of it. Saturday and Sunday are going to be a little bit hectic for me. Now, let's take a look next at this feature. This is a little bit smaller of a deal. But yesterday, so Wednesday, we're recording this on Thursday. We're a little off schedule right now. Bonnaroo is taking submissions for music to play at the Arch. I heard through the grapevine that a lot of people were a little annoyed that it was constantly playing 90s country. I wonder who put that in. So they are...
I've never heard it play a single 90s.
No, I heard this from a number of people, and there was something...
I've never heard that.
No, now take a look at this.
Oh, because I never went through the Arch last year.
Now this, it was a little weird. So I'm going to switch screens. We're doing this a little bit live here, guys. So check this out. This is the submission for the Arch playlist thing. So look at this. I've got this on video, but for those of you that are just listening, here's what it says. Remember when we created cute themed playlists for each day at Bonnaroo and then our 90s country playlists played all night long on Thursdays and you guys got mad? Same, and it won't happen again. That's why we're asking you to help us create the Arch playlist for this year. Think high energy, good vibes, sing along, dance, and fun. Write in as many songs as you want in this format. Really great song and really awesome artist, separated by commas. They're going to take the few hundred most requested and make a playlist. Have you submitted anything?
No, I have not.
I put in some of my go-tos. I put in Dripping Tap by King Gizzard. A couple other things. I don't even remember. Oh, I got into it with Skylar a little bit because when this got announced, we were thinking of ridiculous songs.
Oh,
I was like, Tub Thumping by Chumbawamba. That would be
funny.
But she was like, oh, nobody requests Creed. And I'm like, oh my God, Higher would slap. And I started messing with her and I submitted it. So, Corey, if you're listening, go ahead and slip Higher in there. Just put it in at a really good time. That'll be a lot of fun. Just to mess with her, basically, and anybody else that comes by. But yes, take advantage of that. What song do you think you would want to submit?
I'm not going to say. I'm going to keep it a secret.
Oh my God. Will you tell me?
I have a lot.
Will
I
you
have
tell
so
me?
many in my mind, yeah.
Okay, now.
So many.
Let's get into the main thing and take a look at this Outeroo schedule. So we're starting out Outeroo because that's the default on there. But let's start Wednesday. I think everybody clearly knows what's happening there already since we had that bonus episode with Maddie. One thing I want to stress to you is it's not going to be going all night long right next to us. I know how you can feel about that. There's reasons for that, but we're not going to discuss it on the recording. I want to highlight something that I think you had been advocating for this for a long time. The large part of these artists that are going to be playing at the Wednesday kickoff party that we've kind of handed off the baton on are Roovian DJs.
Cool.
But you have been saying that for a while. You love that we feature like Roovians that are doing their hobby project.
Of course.
So come see everybody, but a few that I want to point out because, I know them and they're friends. Rave Dad does a lot for this.
Yes.
I had a great time with him down at Halloween. There goes a bug. Last year. Susto, we had them on the podcast last year. Susto, thank you. It depends on what region you're from. It's a regional dialect.
It's a regional dialect.
Yeah. Also,
what region?
the Northeast. Anyway, also LS Daniel.
Well, I'm from Utica, and I've never heard of it.
It was the 30th anniversary of that bit just a while ago. The way to Sharla's heart is Simpsons references, just so you know. Anyways, and also Shakedown 6. We're not really supposed to tell you who it is, but if you know, you know. Just come and see that. You can kind of tell from the name of the band what kind of music that they're going to play.
Well, Vinyl,
Pondo's personal DJ. I got a call from Pondo yesterday.
Oh, yeah?
I was at the gym and I was a little tired, but I'm like, man, I want to talk to him because he sends me a lot of texts while I'm in the middle of meetings and I forget to reply to him. I love you so much, Pondo. So I'm like, yeah, I'm going to give him a call. And he had a big announcement that I can't remember if I'm supposed to share or not, but he has a celebrity guest with him this year.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, is it? Wait, can I whisper it to you?
Yes. No, it's not Sergeant Slaughter. No, it's not a wrestler. That would have been amazing, though.
So,
I don't want to steal his thunder. I think he wants to surprise people.
This is just a side.
Yeah.
3, 4, 5 years ago, the wrestler Sergeant Slaughter followed
a lot of Roovians.
On Twitter, back when Twitter was cool. Just followed a lot of people, like me and Pondo included. And everybody was like, is he coming to Bonnaroo?
I thought he was. But one thing I want people to take away, Pondo is doing great. I talked to him on the phone and he said that he walked 5 or 6 miles the other day.
Wow. That's amazing.
Boy's ready to go. If you don't know, he was Roovian of the Year a couple of years ago. He's missed a couple of Bonnaroos because he was dealing with some stuff, but he's back. So if you see the guy with the horns and the clock, kind of like Flavor Flav, go give him a hug.
Is he bringing Flavor Flav with him?
No, you'll find out. Now, another thing I want to take a look at, there are a couple of things on these Outeroo Group Plaza schedule things where it has a question mark. So here's a certain awful DJ that's opening for Future Joy and then a question mark. We are not allowed to tell you who it is. Sharla and I know who it is. And
I don't remember, honestly.
I told you. And it's especially this one on Thursday. It's big. Pondo was trying to get me to tell him who it was. And I'm like, whoop, I am sworn to secrecy. I didn't do the booking. This is not really exclusively my party anymore. It's very possible that the headliner on Wednesday and or Thursday won't get announced until they literally step on the stage. It's worth going It's worth going Thursday. You should go Wednesday and Thursday, but to me personally, Thursday's a big deal. I'm really excited about that. Now for the Thursday Outeroo schedule, I want to give a big shout out to Bonnaroo. They have put together their own little party over here with a number of different acts that's running from 11:30 a.m. to 5:30 before we all go in for the what stage. Did you take a look at any of the other stuff on Thursday night other than what's happening next to the bus?
On Thursday? Oh, yeah. You have to zoom out.
Yeah. There's some cool stuff at the Silent Disco. They're bringing that back.
Yes. Can we talk about the Silent Disco?
Yes, we can talk about the Silent Disco.
So it's all the way in Plaza 9. So that is a little bit of a hike.
Yeah.
But it's a silent disco.
It is fun.
I really enjoy the silent disco.
I heard people bemoaning the fact that it kind of sort of became a little bit more insignificant for a while there. I'm glad that they're putting more focus on it.
Yeah. Yeah, I really like it, especially to me, it was always that thing I did right before I went to bed. I just kind of go in there and chill out a little bit and then go to bed.
The funny thing to me about the silent disco is when you walk by it and you hear a lot of people dancing and singing the song, you don't hear the music, but then you hear like a couple hundred people. 869, damn, she fine.
Like,
yeah. Yeah. It's pretty good.
But go back.
I'll go back.
Well, no, I can see it here. It says Silent Disco, presented by Sizol.
What the heck is that?
That's the allergy medicine with a little owl.
Listen. Oh, the owl.
The allergy medicine.
The owl.
No, the allergy medicine, for real.
Okay, I was about to spoil a surprise that we have anyway. I'm going to keep my comments to myself.
Yeah, we all will.
Okay, so Friday, it starts getting a little bit crowded. I know a lot of people are going to be very happy that Yomi, that harpist, is back. Apparently, they're performing with puppets.
That's amazing, yeah.
Didn't see that coming, but that is amazing.
That is so cool.
There's another puppet thing that's happening later that I want to highlight. In fact, there's a lot of puppet things.
So
happening.
Can we talk about Space Casino? That is actually a House of Yes event.
Okay, a lot of people thought that was a Frick Frack.
I did too at first, but no, it's not Frick Frack. It is, if you guys remember the aliens that are part of House of Yes, they're in the green alien costumes.
Igrak.
Yes, Igrak.
Yes, I met Igrak a couple of years ago.
Okay, well, that's Space Casino. I don't know anything about the actual event. I just know that's...
Hey, I'll go to anything House of Yes puts on, especially if Igrak is there. Oh my God, Igrak. Oh my gosh. Do you think Igrak could meet you know who?
Klaxboo?
Klaxboo. Yes. Talk to us on site. Klaxboo will be there. All right. I love that there is a variety of things happening.
Yes.
So journal making over at the Y stage. I love that. Big shout out to This Must Be the Place. They're doing Narcan training in a couple of places. That's another thing that our totem board member Shayna is a part of. She is big on them too. We'll have her and some others talk about that one of these days. There's astrology readings. There's more at the Silent Disco. We have a Fractal Bloom takeover happening at the Group Plaza. Friday's pretty packed. I saw some critiques from people saying that like, oh, Outeroo's not nearly as packed as it used to be. I don't know how you could look at this Friday and not think that it is.
Yeah, I have to agree with that.
Yeah.
I think a lot of those type of comments were from people who wanted that really, really heavy EDM at Where in the Woods. That's what they were looking for.
Yeah, I get that, but you're kind of going to have that at the new UFO stage. That's where the Infinity stage was last year. I would wait until you get there before you really pass judgment. I think those of you that are real, EDM heads, bass heads, you're going to be happy with what you're going to get over there. One other thing I want to highlight that's happening at our plaza, at the Group Plaza, is Rock Night. So I may be getting some of the fine details of this wrong, but my understanding in the past week from some Roo people is that this is kind of a label takeover. So they're going to be showcasing some of their smaller artists, which I appreciate because as we talked about a couple episodes ago, I wasn't entirely happy that they were getting rid of the Who stage. So I feel like this is a bit of a concession to that. I kind of like that.
That's cool.
Yeah. I like that they're doing that. And this geriatric thing over at the House of
Geriatrica.
They're doing some wild stuff this year. I love them so much.
Scroll down. Scroll down.
Oh, you want to look more at Friday?
Yeah. Okay. So that's actually at Snake and Jake's. Go up.
Yeah. So Snake and Jake's is not actually, I am so sorry, those of you that are watching. Snake and Jake's is actually in Sunroo. It's not an Outeroo thing.
Yeah, but it's always on the Outeroo lineup, so it's always very confusing.
I get why they put it there.
Oh, your computer is so backwards. Oh.
I do mine the other way. Those of you with MacBooks know what she's dealing with right now.
Okay, well, I don't even see it.
Okay. This is why we're single talent show?
No, I was looking for something else. Sorry, my bad.
Well, let's move to Saturday. There's a lot happening there as well. One thing that I had heard will be a lot of fun is Tiger City DJs over at the Silent Disco. I think that they're going to be fun. We talked about on the bonus episode with Maddie about what Supergroup is doing with the carnival games at noon. And you should totally come see our buddy Drew Morgan at 11 for Wook Court. Bring your Wookiee disagreements to the judge.
If you got a disagreement with somebody, you need to bring it to Wook Court.
Yeah, I'm going to be
in the Group Plaza.
I may be the
it's at 11 a.m.
I may be the bailiff at that. I was kind of scheming with him a little bit. So can I be the guy that like throws somebody out or like takes them to the slammer if they're like found guilty?
Sure.
He's going to be maybe on the podcast for too long. I know he's going to be publishing a video that kind of explains what he's up to. But those of you in group or those of you that are up for the hike that early in the morning, come support our buddy Drew. He's got some fun stuff in mind with that.
Oh, he's hilarious also.
All right. So you guys looking at this can see so on the screen and you've already seen this. But one thing that I did want to point out that
Leather baddies?
Oh, well, that's cool too. I mean, we know some leather baddies.
I know, yeah.
The one thing I really want to point out that I think is the most unhinged thing on here, Club Felt and Intergalactic Puppet Strip Joint. Puppet strippers. Puppet strippers is not two words that I thought could be combined together, but here we are. It's going to be happening at Snake and Jake's. I think that is at least a partial House of Yes thing that's going to be happening over there.
Okay. The Pride Parade is coming back.
Yes, we broke that news, remember?
Super Soaking Wet and Wild Pride Parade with House of Yes and Soft Serve.
So that will be at Snake and Jake's.
At Snake and Jake's.
I know a lot of people that participated in the Pride Parade in the past had a hard time because it would be going through Outeroo at the most blazing hot part of the day. Yes, and the road rage is back. Yep. And that was tough. So I think they're going to have it be more chill over at Snake and Jake's in that barn. Are you going to make your grand entrance in the road rage at 1 a.m.?
Insert video here.
I know what you're talking about, but that'll give us a copyright strike. Well, just explain it.
There's this video. Okay. Y'all know I'm into the wrestling.
Yeah.
It's just Charlotte Flair coming in with her robe. That's basically it.
Yeah, she makes a big scene when she does that.
Comes, well, you know, Charlotte Flair, she comes in with the robe and it just says Charlotte behind
it.
So.
That's going to be you. All right, let's take a look at Sunday. It's kind of weird. The Sunday graphic actually starts on Saturday night into Sunday. So it just kind of repeats it a little bit. There's a couple of other things. There's another giant puppet parade. Igrak is back with his chopper gang. I have no idea what's going on with that, and I support it. But I think the thing that caught a lot of people's attention on Sunday night, closing out all of Bonnaroo, is going to be LSD Clown System. We have no idea what this is. I think if I'm not dead tired, I'm going to go stop by and see that. It will be right after our boy Noah Kahan over at Snake and Jake's. It might get a little crowded because everybody's going to be walking by on the way out over there.
So,
yes.
At noon, I think, yeah. The Festival Babes are doing hot dogs and hot dads.
What the heck is that?
So last year, somebody explained it was like a hot dog. They're giving away hot dogs, or maybe
hot dads.
Man, no, like a hot dog. No,
so
not a hot dog.
Here's what we got to do.
But
we got to get Josh there. By the way, I'm making a point to make sure he's mentioned in literally every episode until Bonnaroo for reasons. But Josh is who needs to be at hot dogs and hot dads.
Last year,
damn. I'm so sorry.
Last year, I was going to go to this because this was on the schedule last year. I was going to go to this, and I was so hyped up about it. I was so ready because last year I could not stop eating at Bonnaroo. I ate from the time I got there to the time we left. Man, I was just eating constantly, and man, I could have ate like 15 hot dogs.
Can you do the 999?
I can't eat nothing now. No.
It's kind of funny. By the way, before I go into my sordid tales, are we done looking at the Outeroo schedule? I think we covered a lot of the highlights for us. Anything else stand out to you on Sunday? There's a puppet parade at 1 p.m. That'll be fun.
We good.
Yeah, we good. You guys take a look yourself. We just wanted to take a look at some of our favorites that were on there. I had the opposite problem. Like the first 2 days we were there, so like Wednesday, Thursday, I didn't hardly eat anything. I lost like 7 pounds at Bonnaroo last year.
I gained like 20 pounds.
Because I was like everywhere doing everything. And I was like, oh, wait, I should eat. So take that as a lesson. Make sure that you eat healthy once you're on the farm. We got to do our grocery shopping. You know, you became infamous for saying that, like, oh, get all your stuff a couple months. Just buy a couple of things every time you get groceries. We haven't done none of that this year.
I have actually been trying to do that. You're the one that said you didn't want to do that.
I don't care either way.
We got into a thing about
it. A thing. We've been married 20 years, can you tell?
And we were at Costco the other day, and I was like, let's get some stuff. And you were like,
no, we talked about this. I have come of the opinion that Costco is actually not the best place to get stuff for like a couple. I think it's great if you're going to Costco, if you have a big group camp and you want to contribute. That's not a bad idea. We do have a big group camp. We can get something that we can give out to everybody. I have something in mind. But for just me and you, I'm like, okay, I'm just going to Publix. Because if I'm go to Costco, I'm going to buy stuff for me and you. It's going to be way too much.
But they're going to have like
too many things, not too much money.
The coconut waters that I want. And
we can get you that.
Those little Indian dinners that I like.
We can get you those.
Okay.
We can get you those.
Thank you.
Yeah. It can be a combination of that and Publix. Yes. We're not sponsored by either of those, by the way. That's just where we do our shopping. If you're over here in Harvest, Alabama, we'll take you up to the Costco, just 10 minutes south of our house.
No, we can go
But
1 mile and you can get a pub sub.
I have never actually gotten a pub sub from Publix. My go-to at Publix is like the pre-made Cuban sandwiches, or like our Publix over here doesn't have the salad bar, but the one close to my office does, and it's very good.
You know, you can order them online and they'll just make it where you can have it ready.
The pub sub?
Yes.
I did not know that. I learned something new today. Okay, that's enough nonsense from us. All right, guys, take a look at the Outeroo schedule. Please come see us near our home on Wednesday and Thursday. Come see Drew Morgan when he does book court. We really love to see you guys out there. Come meet our totem scholars. We're starting to get them set up. We've had a couple of calls with them. They're pretty cool. A lot of them had some really cool stuff going on. And we appreciate those of you that are doing the mentorship program too. That kicked off actually tonight, right before you got home. Thank you to the ladies that are taking care of that. So yeah, a lot happening. And we talked about on the last main episode, we have a lot happening. We hope to see you guys at our live podcast at the house stage. We hope we can see you Thursday for our Roo 101 session that me and Sharla will be hosting. The one and only Jums is going to be there helping us out as well. We're going to do a walking tour. I hope to take the walking tour over to Bonnaroo if we can make it in time. That would be fun. No promises, but I'm going to try. Other than that, listen, can I talk personally about something before we get out of here?
Sure.
Is that okay with you? Do you allow it? Y'all, if you need anything from me at Bonnaroo this year, respectfully and lovingly, no, you didn't. Listen, me and Charlotte's trying to get a lot of stuff out of the way now, like I was talking about, because like this year, I want to make this request to everybody. I want to spend personal time with you. Yes, you. I'm talking to you. You know I'm talking to you. Yes, I'm talking directly to you right now. I want to spend more quality time with people. Barry famously talked 2 years ago how about that particular Bonnaroo was the Hug and Howdy tour for him. I'm not going to go that far. I'm not going to steal his thunder, but like, yes, what I want to do is have good, solid conversations with people and not be on constant fetch quest. That is my goal this year. What is your goal?
What is my goal?
Yes.
To get everything done now so I don't have to worry about it the week of Bonnaroo.
Well, that's part of my goal. That's embedded in my goal. I'm right there with you. Now, what about once we're there, though?
Oh, God. I don't know.
That's your homework.
Okay.
Get back with me about that next week.
I will.
But yeah, so mine is like two-sided. I want to spend good quality time with people. I don't want to be like worrying too much about, oh, I gotta go get this done. I can do that. I don't want to do that this year. I want to spend good time with you. Yes, I'm talking to you. And also go see some Rager shows and have fun in the chaos after midnight. That is my goal. That's where we're getting all this done now. So we don't have to worry about that, just like Sharla said. Now, next week's episode is going to look a little bit different. We got some plans. Did I tell you?
No.
Well, I'm telling you and you. We're going to try. It may not work out, but we're definitely going to try to record kind of a live episode from the Braves game. Not actually in the game, but like at a bar at the Battery before the game. So we're going to meet some friends there this weekend, many that you know. Josh, who I'm mentioning again, he knows why. Maddie, hopefully some others. We're going to do like kind of like pregame, and we'll have you along with it. We hope to record a little bit something from the bar of Josh's choosing. I'm going to keep mentioning him for reasons. So hopefully we'll have that out for you next week. It'll be a little bit weird. And then the week after that, we're in the home stretch. It'll be regular episodes back here at the bus or wherever we decide to record, here at the house or in Huntsville or whatever. Sharla, I'm going to bring back an old joke that I know you hate. Do you have anything else?
Do you have anything else?
I have a lot, but we're done for tonight. All right, love you guys. Hopefully see you from Atlanta here in a couple of days.
Bye.
Get out there and radiate positivity.
Bye.